Go time.
It's go time. I'm already streaming. Hopefully it works.
Okay. Let me get my camera set up. Actually, I never unplugged my camera from Sunday, so should be good to go.
Georgia. Says I'm live. That is not the name of the episode. We're gonna call this. Oh, no, that's not it either. We're gonna call it Halloween Finale. I hope we finale it.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I went in the wrong game. I want that one. Wow, I've put over 600 hours into Roll20.
That's pretty good. How do I view that?
Just go back to your games list. It'll be there on the right sidebar.
Does it count the times that I've left the tab open?
Yes. It's all time spent inside of a game. So trust me,
right.
I've left time idling as well. So
11:36.
wow, almost double me.
I DM for a long time. Also idle for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to do this in Chrome. I just heard the wonderful article that there's going to be a recount in Georgia for presidential votes.
We knew that anyway.
We knew that. The person that is doing it is someone that's on the ballot, which seems a little not right.
Does that surprise you from the last one?
Not at all.
Who is performing the recount?
His name is Doug Collins.
Is he Secretary of State right now?
I believe he is. Let me make sure I got the right person.
Maddie.
What's going on?
Yo, yo. Video appears to be working, at least for me. Oh, and I've got a great zit, so that's fun.
Right on.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Oh no, what do we do? Unrelated, that's the next mystery. Y'all are going to prom.
Mm-mm. Uh-oh.
And there's 4 of you, so you can double date.
Oh my god. Want to broadcast video. Why don't you see my camera?
I see you.
There we go.
I was reading this article that said the Xbox One, what is the new Xbox called? Is it the Xbox 18? Whatever the new Xbox is.
Their naming conventions are so messed up, I don't even know, to be quite honest.
But whatever Xbox is coming next and the PS5 are going to spur the sale of much cheaper 4K monitors.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not going to get there's nothing on either one of those consoles that I want right now, but holy hell, if they're going to, lower the price of everything else, like, I'm up for it.
yeah,
I'm going to take the opportunity of hopefully, because of the PS5, they'll lower the prices on some of the PS4 peripherals because I do want to get one final PS4 controller to have. Whenever consoles like kind of phase out, I always like to buy like one extra controller for that, just in case. 'Cause, like with the PS4 controllers, they've got those lithium-ion batteries in them that are unreplaceable, and eventually they just become wired controllers.
Yeah. Well, it's super hard right now because Xbox or Microsoft discontinued Xbox One controllers, and
Okay.
third party. I had to buy a third party one when I was for them, and someone was explaining to me that they stopped production on them before the end of the life cycle of the Xbox One.
Hmm.
There's
I
there
don't
are
know.
ones that are floating around, but no new controllers will be made. Unlike PlayStation, who are still producing PS4 controllers because they work with PS5 and PC.
Yeah. Someone told me that PS4 controllers work with a PS3, and I don't know how much of that I believe because I have not yet actually Googled that.
I have not tried. I actually have my PS3 hooked up to my computer. I was doing a Let's Play on a PS1 game. So playing a PlayStation 1 game on a PS4 controller with a PS3.
I enjoy that the PS3 is at least the later models PS1 backwards compatible. Makes it a lot easier.
I wish I had I had a Fatboy PS3 and it burnt out, and it just sucks that only the first line were able to do PlayStation 2 because of the laser disc or the laser reader was
Yeah.
so unique to that console, and it actually made the Fat Boys have shorter life cycles because they would overheat the other laser.
Oh, geez. What was it called? The Emotion Engine, I think is what they called it.
Emotion.
Yeah, I'll probably get a PS5 in 3 or 4 years when I have a long enough list of games to play on it.
The console you should get right this second is the Switch.
Switch would be absolutely next, but I'm kind of, I don't know, man. At this point,
You don't want Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Odyssey,
Smash.
Smash, Mario
Uh,
Kart,
I have
Smash,
Mario Kart.
Smash, Smash.
I have Mario Kart on my Wii U. I've got Breath of the Wild on my Wii U.
Smash.
Smash would be nice, but I'd be playing it by myself primarily.
You could play Steve from Minecraft in Smash now. Come
Oh,
on, that's a seller.
I gotta go get a paper towel, BRB.
I haven't played Smash since who came out? The last person on the Farter Pack.
I
Bailiff.
have no idea. I stopped paying attention after the Dragon Quest Hero was announced because that's the only one I cared about.
I got my choices early. I got Joker and Banjo-Kazooie in pretty early. I was like, all right. And so I haven't even bought this new pack, and I'm like, I don't know who we could even expect anymore because Steve from Minecraft has pretty much killed me to this point.
We'll get Goku, don't worry.
Technically, Goku's in the game. It's just a different Goku.
Yeah. What's the Dragon Quest Hero?
Yeah, I don't know. I love my Switch, but I've only played like 8. My library for the Switch is pretty small compared to other consoles because I've got Shield, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, Animal Crossing, and then a couple other multi-platform console games, and that's about it. And I'm just like, it's great for on the go. If I'm going to be moving, it's going to be super helpful, especially if I'm going to be moving cross country. But
I mean, everything that I want to play, I can play on my PS4, and it looks better. I already have a Switch game. I won a copy of Mega Man 11 last year. I just kind of have that kicking around, but I have it on the PS4 already.
Yeah, it like the console exclusive games are really nice, but they also have Nintendoisms that drive me up the fucking wall.
See, Sean, you can also play that on the PS4.
You can play Untitled Goose Game on the PS4 now?
Yeah.
Has a physical copy.
I don't care about physical copies.
Oh, you're one of those people that don't haven't ever had a game pulled out from underneath their feet before.
I just don't care. Like,
you know what? Out of everybody's fear of that happening, I've only seen that happen one time, and the game came back.
Which one?
That was Deadpool.
It was Scott Pilgrim for me. I know
Oh
that
yeah,
just got a resurrection, but that was in limbo for so long. And since it was a movie property game, they're like, no one's going to give a shit about this game.
yeah. That's one of the few. It does not happen very often.
Like
No, but
the,
A lot of people,
PT was another one.
that's a
It's a
fucking
demo.
demo.
it doesn't count. It's a demo.
Like all the games, if I have seen so many games and beaten so many games, the games that would disappear, I'll have already beaten and forgotten about them, and I don't want to go back and play them.
I don't know. I guess it's because I've worked with a lot of digital stuff, and I've seen games I've worked on no longer accessible. I'm kind of that person that's like, I would like to see like some sort of archival of that stuff.
You did mobile games mostly, right?
Yeah, mostly mobile.
Yeah,
Actually,
mobile has very poor preservation compared to every other form of video games.
yeah. Well, Dragonville World was server based, so even if you still have it on your phone like I do, you can't. The server's gone. All the data is just wiped.
That's
No one was able to archive it.
that's literally any gotcha game now, mobile gotcha game. When those games are gone, they're gone. All the time you put into it, that's it. Out the window, gone.
People were so pissed when we announced that the studio closed and Dragonville World would be shutting down. They're like, we want refunds, and I'm like, did you not read the part that the studio closed and about 100 people lost their jobs? You don't care about that part. You care about the fact that you lost money. Like,
They're concerned about their
Yeah,
$5 that they spend
mobile
on
games.
whatever.
They have a long way to go for that kind of thing because I've got several iOS games that I like, but they're so old that it's like, a couple of them you can't play them on anything above iOS 6, a few on over iOS 9, stuff like that. I transferred 2 games from my old iPhone 6 to my iPhone 8, and they're Square Enix titles. They were Square Enix mobile games, and
Square
they
Enix
stopped.
does an awful job of moving
Oh,
to
Square.
mobile. It's fucking awful.
Chrono
no.
Trigger Mobile. Ugh.
Ugh, yeah. No, you're no. And then the greatest thing about that is they took that version and ported that version to PC instead of doing the DS version.
Same with the PlayStation 1 version, or no, the Steam version of 9. It was the mobile version of 9. And I was about to buy it again. I'm like, hell no, I'll just go plug in my PS3 and play the PS1
Yeah.
version. I have the
Yeah,
disc.
Well, they do have that physical version of 9 coming to the Switch soon.
I'll
Yeah,
play that. Final Fantasy 9? That was like the
Yeah.
best one.
That one's really good.
I'm a big 9 guy.
Yeah.
I'm an 8 person.
Fuck
I know,
Squall
fight me.
and his nonsense bullshit.
I
He's
like
so
8 a lot
fucking
as
emo.
well. I played so much of 8 growing up.
I love Triple Triad. Like, I played too much of that. I have a friend who actually had a whole set of the cards physically, and we were trying to get them graded. And PSA is like, we've never seen these before. We're not going to do anything with them. And we're like, what?
That means they're worth more. You haven't seen them.
They couldn't verify that they were real or fake and all this other stuff. And we're just like, oh, that's new. But going back to the whole mobile thing, I want to tell you a story of one of the worst experiences that our customer service team had to go through with a man we named the Preacher.
The Preacher.
So he was he would always call himself Preacher or Reverend while emailing customer service. He dropped a lot of money, let's say between $4,000 to $6,000 by the end of the studio. And he would still put money into the game, but he kept emailing us asking for refunds, saying that he was just doing us a favor and it was a loan from God and all this other stuff. And we get emails from him every single day, and it became a running joke that people would go up to the CS and like, hear from the Preacher today, and they're like, yeah, he sent us another one. And it's just like, and just day after day after day, he would blame everybody else for their problem, but he would still be putting money into the game. And it was just like, oh my God.
Does he still let go? I don't know. I don't understand how you could sink that much money into a mobile game. Like,
I think
they're
the most
not
I've
that
ever
good.
sunk. I think the most I ever sunk in was when the Dragon Quest of the Stars came out, it had a $9 a month sub, and I did it for like 3 months, and then I was like, all right, I'm done.
I think a sub is different than like a whale person who
Yeah,
just dumps money into it. Like I played Clash Royale for a while, and I would dump a little bit of money in. Like I support the devs. I want
yeah,
just a couple of gems to boost me up. But these people who just like drop money and money into these games that they don't know if they're going to be here next week. I'm
right.
like, you're crazy.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. How much money I spent on League of Legends because that's probably the biggest whale I ever did on a game. But even so, like whenever I put money into a game, I'm like, all right, this is going to support the company. I'm getting something in return. I'm never seeing that money again unless I don't get what I'm looking for in return. Like, yeah, shit's gone.
What are you going to get at? What are you expecting to get in return? Most of these mobile games are like random loot or gems to buy random loot.
Uh oh, I'm seeing two numbers, and that scares me. I see 635 or 1,380.
Oh wow, dude.
I mean, if you've been playing it for years, please say you've been playing it for years.
League of Legends came out when I was in college, when I was like covering it on YouTube. Like that was my big bread and butter. Like, so yeah, like I've been playing it since 2010.
10 years worth of game, $100 a year.
Yeah, better than World of Warcraft.
We
So
don't talk about WoW. We don't talk about MMOs.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. When Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call came out on the 3DS, I bought the game. It was $40, and then over the course of like 3-4 months, every week they would release 4 or 5 DLC songs, and they would be 99 cents each. Now I did that every week. I would put about $4.95 into the game to get more songs to play, DLC. By the end of it, I had spent about almost $100 on DLC for that game. But I've got about 500 hours in that game as well since
Yeah,
2014.
if you feel that your costs and the game time benefit out of it match, it's fine. I hate NetherRealm and how they handle their character packs and shit for Mortal Kombat stuff. I wanted to play the new Mortal Kombat, or no, Injustice 2, but to get all the character stuff, I had to put another $100 into the game to get everything up until like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was fucking ridiculous. And they have Day 1 DLC too. It's like, you sons of bitches. So I stopped buying their games. I want to play the new Mortal Kombat, but I know they're still putting content out, and I know they're going to put like a end all be all content
Yeah.
date, and then I'll pick it up. Like,
That's what you wait for.
yeah, but Injustice 2 was a gift, and my brother gave me a gift card. He's like, "Well, buy the rest of the characters with it," and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah. That's how they turn a $60 consumer into a $200 consumer.
I definitely bought Injustice 2 just to play the story. I definitely bought the Ultimate Edition because it was the one on sale on Steam. I should have just bought whatever the base game is for like $5 because I played through the campaign and I was done with that game.
I was too, which really sucks because Blue Beetle's in it, and a few other DC heroes I really like are in it. But then I'm like, I didn't like playing it competitively and having to collect armor, and like the battle towers usually I'm totally down for, but it wasn't good.
I didn't even try it. I just played through the story. I was like, that was fun.
I somehow managed to get the $120 Dragon Ball Fighters edition for $18 on a PS4 sale one day.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
a really good deal.
Yeah, it is. It came with the first Fighters Pass, and I bought the second Fighter Pass because it had my 2 favorite characters in it, and I don't know if I'll ever buy the third one.
Are they still putting out passes for it? Because every now and again I still hear that they're talking
They're
about that game.
still working their way through the third Fighter Pass. They've got 1 or 2 more characters to do.
Did you see the DLC for Kakarot coming out?
No,
They're doing Frieza,
really.
Golden Frieza, and they showed like a 5-minute video of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta fighting Golden Frieza, and I'm like, their health bar is so fucking much. Why is this fight only halfway done and that took 5 minutes?
That's crazy. I still need to actually play DBZ Kakarot. I got it for like next to nothing. I got it for like $20 the day of.
I'm waiting on it. If it goes down to 10 on Steam, I'll pull the trigger.
There's a Power Rangers fighting game I've been wanting to get for a while, and they're still putting updates out for it. And I'm kind of impressed because the roster was only like 10 characters, and it's a 3-on-3 game. And I'm like, that sucks. But now that there's like 20 something, I'm like, all right, I could dig this now.
Jason's a Power Rangers guy, isn't he?
Yes, he loves Power Rangers.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I mean I just assume he is.
Oh, have you ever been to his house?
I have. I remember the Ninja Turtles. It's been a long time since I've been in his basement. I'm pretty sure he's Power Rangers, but I wasn't.
It was
100%.
dominated by Power Rangers stuff. There was more of that.
So at his old house, he had one of the back bedrooms. Now the back bedroom was probably 8 feet by 8 feet. It was kind of a small room, but he had it so full of bookshelves and tables and stuff like that you had to walk sideways through the room to like inch through all of the bookshelves and everything. It was filled bottom to top.
I've heard the story of this room.
I might have some old photos of it. Actually, I'm gonna look.
You can check. We have enough people now to play. We're not going to wait on Jeff. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, y'all sent off a bunch of gnomes, right?
We created a gnome god or a gnome cult around my flaming crowbar of doom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they were killing themselves in sacrifice, apparently.
And now they're invested on helping us find the respawn area of the Pumpkin King.
Okay. Well, you hear the sounds of small footsteps everywhere. Are y'all still on the roof? You're still on the roof, right?
Well, I think we're still on the roof. Yeah.
Okay. You see?
Didn't we enlist the gnomes? I thought we enlisted them.
They've been enlisted.
Yeah, we were trying to incite them.
They've been enlisted through a clever speech and the waving of a gnome sword to help you locate this Pumpkin King in exchange for the crowbar and its powers. You see gnomes everywhere. They're scurrying the streets. They're looking. They're hunting. You hear them off in the distance. You hear explosions off in the distance. You see flashes of light. And then you see fireworks. It's just fucking crazy out there. And
our work here is done.
Should we head to the Winchester until this all blows over?
We should.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm game for that.
A contingent of about 10 gnomes show up back at the crowbar, yelling, "We found it! We found it! We know where he is!"
I'm gonna try to act cool and jump off the roof.
They are.
Okay. You look awesome. Do you do superhero landing?
No, that's really bad for my knees.
3-point landing.
Okay, so how do you land?
Tuck and roll, baby.
Are you good at that?
No, baby.
Wait, who are you asking?
Melvin. As you stumble to the ground and you get up, the gnomes all step back at your towering size compared to them. We found him! We found him! We found him!
All right, give us 1 minute. We'll meet out here, and then we'll.
I need to go now.
I'm gonna yell up, "Hey, Klaus, we're good to go. You ready?"
Klaus is... Where the hell is Klaus right now?
They're all on the roof together.
Is he up there?
I think my internet's stroking out because everybody sounds like robots.
Yep,
Nah,
it's your internet. Everyone is on the roof.
Well, Klaus is going to do the only obvious thing. He rips his shirt off and swan dives onto his belly onto the ground.
He bounces slightly as he is. He bounces perfect amount to just like bounce off the ground and be standing up.
How much damage does the ground take from that fall?
It's got a small crater.
Okay.
And by small, I mean like the size of a gnome. One of the gnomes is reaching for the crowbar.
I just go, leader first, and I pick up my crowbar.
But we want it. You promised. Give it here.
But the task has not been done, young ones.
Bastard.
Aren't gnomes like really old generally? I'm pretty sure they're older than you, Mel.
Hold on. Let's be clear. I've described these gnomes as they breed like rabbits, and there are constantly more of them.
Okay,
They
so
are
they
not-
could be really young.
They could be very young.
I look at him and I put the crowbar down, and then I say, "Go ahead," and I step back and kind of like take some cover in case it explodes.
Victory! He goes, reaches it, can't pick up the end because it's too heavy for him, and swings it at his friends, and they all die because of an explosion.
Well, all right, Klaus is gonna take the
All
crowbar,
of them?
lift it up, and shake the gnome off.
All of them except for the one who's holding it, who is thrown back at you. And he hits Klaus in the girth and falls to the ground.
Wouldn't he die?
I don't know, did he?
Well,
They
I'm
were
pretty
the-
sure he would die. The girth is a divine weapon.
Did you attack him with it?
No, but it is also his weakness by default.
Gnomes are not monsters. I've told you this before. They are people.
Well, it doesn't say monsters, does it?
It
just
does.
says.
It doesn't
Really?
say everything is weak to you.
Let me take a look. Anyway, I digress. All right, let's follow this stupid gnome who didn't die.
He falls to the ground. The crowbar drops. I can't lift it. It's too heavy. Can I have a piece of it?
A piece.
Break it in half so I can lift it.
You
All
are
right,
not
Klaus
worthy.
is going to try to break it in half.
You're gonna break Meldog's enchanted crowbar in half.
With his girth, yes.
I just got that.
I just don't think you can break a crowbar with your girth.
It is his weakness if crowbars are his enemy.
Oh, against monsters you fight.
The crowbar is not a monster. It is a very sturdy piece of solid metal.
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I got nothing. All right.
Well, let's keep it moving.
I'm just going to pick the crowbar up and stick it in my inventory then.
You're stealing Meldog's crowbar.
It's not his. The little gnome had it.
Yeah, but
It's here for safekeeping.
no,
It's literally
it's-
his crowbar.
Away we go!
I'm just gonna stand in the street as you follow him, like with my hands up in the air. I'm like, "Wait, that's my crowbar."
If you want it back, Meldog, you have to come with us.
Yes, I am gonna be coming with you. The whole reason we're here is so we could.
You're having a panic attack in the street. Let's go. And Klaus proceeds to put the gnome on his shoulders like a little kid, and he's having him point the way.
All right, you have a gnome on one shoulder, an elf on one shoulder. Are they on the same shoulder?
Oh, I guess they would be on opposite shoulders. I forgot about the lesser divine.
Yep. The Bostonian elf.
Oh, we haven't heard from him in a while. Hey, Weeble Wobble, do you have any advice for us?
No, I don't remember his voice. Oh God. No. He's got no fucking clue what he sounds like.
All right, let's go.
Okay, he says something clever. The gnome says, this way, and he leads you to the teleportation circle that you destroyed earlier. He went this way. He went through
Is it
this.
fixed?
No, it's not. You destroyed it after he went through it. He went this way and he went somewhere.
Well, this is just dumb.
We want to try to big magic this boy
Flanagan knows how to activate portals.
Does he
from the
know-
Time War.
Does he know how to activate broken
Sure
portals?
do.
Broken portals that have been destroyed by a massive fucking explosion. That's what you blew it up. You blew this thing up.
Well,
The
you
ground.
know,
There's pieces
Are
of
there
everywhere.
glyph wards on the ground?
There are some glyph wards on ground, and there's also a lot of broken ground everywhere.
Well, guys, I can do it, but I don't know where it'll send us.
Do you have any magic that would fix
Klaus
things?
has a picture he took with his phone of the previous portal.
His phone is broken. We already know this.
Klaus is the only one with a working phone. We've
Okay,
been
pull
through
out your phone. Pull it out. Do it.
I think you're gonna break it. Well, Klaus takes out his phone to look at his pictures.
You whip out your phone like so, and the camera bit like right here, it turns green.
Oh, Jesus. He's just going to put it in his pocket. I'm over
I
this.
knew that was coming.
See, this is why I suggested burner phones. Get tiny flip phones that we can use to communicate, and they don't have cameras. Like those jitterbugs for the old people.
I have an idea. Klaus takes out his phone, it turns green. Hey, Flanagan, you want to see if we can get the director to help us?
Not a bad idea.
You want to call
So-
him?
I mean, the
Do you
camera's green, so I'm assuming that I could just turn it around and talk to it and he'll get it.
Yeah,
Is that what you want to do? You want to talk at the camera?
do it.
Yep.
What do you say? What do you say?
Well, the first things first, Klaus turns it around, rips his shirt open. And that says, Director, we need some help. And that's it.
Okay. Your phone rings, which is weird because it's not an interdimensional phone.
Hello?
But now it is.
And now it's on speaker.
You know that guy is half dead because of you and your fucking friends.
Which guy?
Which guy? You killed him, and then you brought him back as some sort of strange abomination. Why would you do that? The fuck is wrong with you people?
Klaus turns speakerphone on and covers it for a second. Wait, how many people have we resurrected?
Melvin shrugs.
Okay, he takes his hand off and turns it back on speaker.
The fuck is wrong with
Casualties
you
doing-
people?
It's the cost of doing business with us. We didn't ask for your help.
I didn't ask for your help, but you brought me a half-dead agent that you turned into some strange thing.
We've got other problems, namely
Yeah,
a
we've got
sentient-
problems here too. And
We have a
I
sentient
don't know.
pumpkin.
He's
Horrible.
definitely going to sue. This is not covered in his insurance.
I'll talk to it. Put him on the phone.
He's currently in a jar
Why is he in a jar?
because we're trying to figure out what the fuck to do with him. What do you think?
Is he the one we made tiny?
The gnome.
Yes.
Wait, why
yeah.
why is he in a jar? He has a large head and a tiny body. I forgot about that.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the other agent.
Shut up,
that
Meldog!
was-
Shut up! This is the only person we've ever done anything of this sort to. Okay, got a plan, or we can make a deal here.
We can make
We
a deal.
will-
We can?
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
fix.
what is your deal?
We'll fix old Leroy Jenkins over there
Yeah, why didn't
If
you
you
do that
help
before
us-
you left?
because we had other things to deal with.
I don't believe anything you say.
Flanagan, will you talk to him? I'm about to lose it and probably shit myself again. Klaus hands Flanagan the phone.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, I don't like you either.
But you know what I'm capable of.
Yep, we're gonna deal with that later.
Yeah, later, but not now.
What is it that you think that you have that I want?
We need your help.
Obviously.
Sorry, you kind of broke up, but I think it was more on.
Yeah, it's more on your end.
Yeah.
It's Klaus's shitty phone.
Sparks fly out of it, but they're Christmas.
G.
We'll chalk it up to that. What did you say?
It is, Scott, something fucked up is happening on your side.
As soon as we start playing, it does.
He's like, what is it that you want and what is it that you have to offer?
What is it that we want, Klaus?
We need help restoring a portal.
What makes you think I'm capable of restoring a portal? Don't you
Oh,
have
I
some
don't think
weird
you
ass
can.
magic?
I think you probably have some books that you've confiscated that could help us.
Okay. I can neither confirm nor deny such a thing.
All right, well, I guess we're done here, and I snapped the phone in half.
Oh, shit! Klaus cries. My phone! At least it's red and green sparks that shoot up when you break it. It's a little Christmas spirit.
Do you throw it to the ground or you throw it back at Klaus? Or did we lose you?
Do we do what now?
What did you do with the phone other than break it in half? You just threw it at Klaus?
Yeah, threw it on the ground, stomp on it a few times. Hit it with some blast fire. Drop it with some blast lightning.
Flanagan, we're gonna have to take you to some anger management after this is over. All right.
What's the plan now that you've...
Do we know where the portal went?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I'm going to use. So I'm
Big
gonna get
Mac.
all the I'm gonna get all the pieces that I can. I'm gonna piece it back together to the best of my ability, and I'm going to use my fire magic to attempt to mend it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, when you mint it, it'll either come up or it won't. So you roll use magic. What's your glitch?
My glitch is I will has a problematic side effect.
I love when you pick the more narratively interesting ones. Please always do that. Okay. The ground hums together and the portal is lit up, but the cracks in the ground also are filled with the light of the glyph. It looks like maybe the size of the portal is a little different sized than the actual portal. As the gnomes crowd around you. Give us the crowbar! Give us the crowbar!
Klaus does the obvious thing. He picks up a gnome and throws it through the portal.
Gnome's gone. Oh God, where'd it go?
We should try again and then tie a rope to him so we can pull him back out.
I think you've tried that before, haven't you?
I don't think we've ever roped a gnome through a portal.
Or did we do that in D&D? I don't remember.
You do that in D&D.
Okay. All right, so you're going to tie a rope around a gnome, throw him in?
Yep, and give him a flashlight.
You throw the gnome through the portal with the rope, and you pull, and as soon as the gnome and the rope go through it, part of the end of the rope sizzles and breaks away.
Oh no! I hope the rope's okay.
The rope is singed.
The rope. Oh, the rope singes.
It's singed on the end.
Did it cut?
Yes.
There's only one way to do this. Klaus grabs Meldog and picks him up and charges towards the portal.
Give us
Nope.
the
I'm
crowbar.
gonna try to break out of this.
Okay.
You break away.
Meldog, you break away. Do you shove Klaus in instead?
Yes.
Girth first, baby.
Klaus goes flying through the portal. He's got the crowbar. Go get him. A bunch of gnomes run and jump through the portal.
Well, I'm glad I don't have the crowbar now.
More and more
Yeah,
gnomes are pouring out of the woodworks to jump through the portal.
You know, I'm gonna just walk and follow in at this point.
You, as you walk through the portal, I think the only one left is Flanagan. Are you still with us, Flanagan?
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Your next actions are very important. Very important.
All right. Now I'm with you.
Do you go through the portal?
Are you asking if I go through the portal?
I am asking if you go through the portal.
All right. I do. I follow in behind.
As you step into the portal, the light flashes behind you because you're no longer there as the conduit to its existence. And when you appear, you all appear in what appears to be a graveyard with giant chunks of the spotted mushroom on the ground around you. It's almost like the building collapsed and then landed on this side of the portal. This graveyard is familiar to you. It is one in New Jack City.
Excellent.
The gnomes in New Jack City are very new to you because gnomes do not typically enter this realm. And now there's a lot of them here.
Flanagan cracks his knuckles and says, "Looks like we got some work to do, guys."
We're gonna kill the gnomes that we just brought here? This seems like not a great idea. Klaus takes out the crowbar, hands it to Meldog, and says, "Inspire the gnomes."
No. I just put it back on the ground and said, "Go for it."
All right, Klaus picks.
Flanagan holds the sword up and he says, "Heed me, gnomes."
I'm gonna put the crowbar back in my inventory.
No. You don't understand. They'll pick it up, explode it. We don't have to murder anybody. It's all on their hands.
It's back in the inventory. The gnomes are safe.
Speak loudly.
Go for it.
There are gnomes wandering off, bored.
I call out to the gnomes, "Heed me, gnomes." I hold the sword up over my head.
It flashes with light.
What happens? Do they turn around?
Some of them do. Some of them are wandering off.
Oh, look.
Klaus takes the crowbar out and hits the ground, causing an explosion. Did that get their attention?
An explosion happens. The three of you are thrown backward. Some gnomes are killed. Some gnomes are running away. Some gnomes have bowed down to its excellence. Please give us the crowbar. We need it.
To the gnomes that are running away, I'm going to blast lightning them.
Okay. Roll use magic.
This is just cruel. We're going to gnome genocide.
Let's look back to last week when we were riding your sleigh as we were just like rocking through them like it was no one's business.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Nice.
Lightning arcs through 5 of them in one direction as it cracks through the air like thunder. And as the thunder lances out, you see from its lightning flash of light in the distance the silhouette of a tall, slender man with a pumpkin head and a short, stocky figure with a pumpkin head as well, surrounded by gravestones and pumpkins.
Klaus shouts, "First one to get the pumpkin off his head gets the crowbar."
Yes, master! Get us the crowbar! And half a dozen of them run at the pumpkin. And as they close in on him, you see them each drop to the ground with a very small pumpkin seed-shaped hole in each of their heads.
I'm gonna advance on the Pumpkin King, and as I run by, I'm going to strike each gnome with my sword.
Are you
Wait.
rezzing them?
I am rezzing them.
Yeah.
Knowing that we know how gnome rezzing works. It requires Klaus's thunder.
Oh, yeah, the hammer, right?
It requires Klaus's thunder to charge it, or his Christmas spirit thunder, or whatever it is that he has.
Charge me up, Klaus. I'm going in.
Klaus gets some of his girth juice and throws it to Flanagan.
His girth juice? What the fuck is that?
So there's a fold under his girth that collects juices,
Oh boy.
And you're gonna
also known as Christmas spirit. It ferments.
Nope.
Okay, okay, you know that does not charge the sword of gnome rezzing. That is something else entirely.
I know.
Okay.
I didn't say it charged it.
He splashes you with Christmas spirit, Flanagan.
What happens when he does that?
Nothing. It's disgusting.
What is that awful smell? Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Flanagan, I misunderstood.
Melvin's just in like on a grave, just throwing up, just like.
The smell is awful.
Klaus takes Meldog's crowbar out and tosses it to him.
Do you catch it?
No, actually, no. That's a really bad idea. Because if I
You
catch
don't-
it, because if I catch it in the wrong way, I'm losing an arm.
I just threw it to you. Do you dive out of the way?
Yes.
As you dive out of the way of the crowbar, some gnomes that you didn't notice are behind you. It lands on one of their heads. An explosion sends the gravestone flying.
All right, I'm gonna go pick up my crowbar then.
There's a small crater with gnome guts everywhere.
Kind of like
Okay.
wipe it off, and then be like, ah, and then I'm gonna run towards the pumpkin.
Is everyone? Well,
I need to do the Christmas spirit thing. Do I need to roll for this?
Christmas spirit thing. You mean charge the sword?
Yep.
You need to use your weapon to fill it with lightning or something. I don't remember. I think you just have to help out by being nearby, or you have to focus your attention there to res them.
Easy enough. I'll use crazy eyes and look in his direction.
So you'll have to roll. Does he have to roll help out? We're in the middle of combat. He's gonna have to roll help out. Flanagan, you roll use magic. Klaus,
And I did. Okay.
Klaus, you roll help out.
Hey.
The gnomes are rezzed immediately. They have a blank look in their eyes. They have been rezzed from the dead, but their brains have been pierced. They stare off into the distance.
I know what'll fix.
I'm gonna
Go
try and I'm gonna try and command them by saying, "Get the Pumpkin King."
They all run off in that direction, moaning.
What about the rest of the gnomes? Where are they? Are they just milling around the graveyard?
They've run off. They're
I'm going.
they're everywhere, but some of them have run off. But the group that went to fight were all executed and then resurrected. Do you want to try to rally your troops, or do you want to attack?
I'd say just attack. They're just gonna be more harm than good because they're just gonna go down really quickly.
Maybe. These are like zombie brainless gnomes now.
All right, I got something I want to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna need Meldog, and I'm gonna need Klaus to buy me some time, because I'm gonna use some big magic.
Oh no. What is it you want to do?
I am going to combine my blast, fire, and lightning into like one concentrated kind of spirit bomb kind of thing, or not a spirit bomb, but like a Masenko.
Okay.
Tell me you're over in the corner screaming, charging this.
Oh wait. Is this like a special beam cannon, but I need like 5 minutes to charge it?
I need a little bit of time to get it prepped.
And you're gonna do what with Meldog? Are you?
No, I just need them to buy me time.
All right, Operation Buy Time, and I'm going to charge into immediate danger without hedging my bets, triggering what could go wrong.
Excellent. Whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2. You may spend your hold to inflict harm, reduce harm. All right. Are you charging at the Pumpkin King to swing your hammer at him?
My crowbar, yeah, I'm running for it. I'm gonna kick some
Yeah.
ass.
Take the +2 forward. Because it'll be... Oh, it's not act under pressure, though. You're kicking some ass.
All right, roll kick some ass. Oh, that's some good kick some ass. How much damage does your crowbar do? I know it explodes.
2 + 1.
2 + 1. Is the +1 the explosion, or is?
Yep.
Okay. And
What'd you get for the bonus for what could go wrong? Did you do a +1?
I'm going to actually reduce my damage by 1, and then with my additional, I'm going to give myself another -1 to harm. So I'm going to take 2 less on this attack.
Okay, so you're going to deal 3 damage and take 2 less harm?
Yep.
All right. As you bring down the crowbar on his... You bring the crowbar down on him and it explodes, sending the short, stocky pumpkin person flying. And he takes it and flexes, unimpressed, as he takes the harm. And he vomits pumpkin innards all over you. And you feel yourself solidified to the ground. You're unable to move your legs as it cements to the ground. And you take 3 harm. Minus whatever your minuses are.
All right. I shouldn't have ran in there. I had 3 harm from last session that I forgot about, and now I am at 4 harm.
Uh-oh.
So you're unstable.
I am on. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. We got some Klaus. In order for this to charge, you need to go in there and distract him. Are you gonna participate in him charging his laser?
Yes. Klaus is going to take out the skateboard that Meldog gave him and use that to charge through the graveyard and swing his mighty hammer.
All right. In order to, okay, you can get up there quick with your skateboard. As you slide up to him, whip out your sword or your hammer and kick some ass.
All right, let's see how this is gonna go. Oh dear God, it did not work out well. Let me get that sweet experience.
Go ahead, mark experience. As you mark experience, as you fail and tumble to the ground on your knees in front of the Pumpkin King, you see gnomes dispersing into the city in the distance, going everywhere. And you have a flashback to the Time War when you let a gnome through a portal. And when you went back through the portal to try to stop him, there was 10 more waiting for you on the other side. New Jack City has gnomes everywhere now. How are you going to stop that?
Open up a second spotted mushroom and just lure him in.
I hope you figured that out. That's the hard thing now.
That's the hard thing.
That is the hard move I take against you. Gnomes are everywhere in New Jack City now. They've
So
dispersed.
You're making us suffer by getting to go exterminate gnomes? Sounds like a plus.
You do you. You fall to the ground.
Okay, can I just swing at this guy again?
No, but you do take 3 damage as he vomits pumpkin goo all over you from that
No.
kick some ass. You're also solidified to the ground. You and Meldog stuck right there in front of him, blocking Mr. Fire and his laser from getting the good shot off. What do you do?
I'm going to try to manipulate the pumpkin guy.
How are you going to try to manipulate the pumpkin guy? Why don't you...
I'm going to use See It All Fits Together.
Do you have that still?
I do.
What are you doing? I don't understand.
I'm going to try to convince him that the gnomes are a greater danger to him than we are.
What is this? Show me what this move is. This sounds like some bullshit.
See, it all fits together. You can roll plus sharp or whatever when you manipulate somebody. It's just an alternate manipulate someone.
Okay. Well, give me the speech. Let me hear. What you got?
Well, okay, so I'm stuck in place, right?
You're stuck in place. You've also taken 3 harm minus whatever.
Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, do I have armor? I think I have armor now, don't I?
You probably have
I
armor.
think you got some sort of divine armor thing, yeah.
I don't know where I see that. Is it gear? Okay, so I only take 2 harm. So okay, I'm good. All right, Mr. Jack-o'-lantern man. Do you see all these gnomes that we brought through the portal?
Yes.
I think they have a greater chance of stopping whatever the hell you're up to than we do.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love Halloween. Halloween forever.
Don't gnomes have special like abilities against Halloween stuff because there's like a little war thing going on with them,
The gnomes?
like Halloween Town and Christmas or whatever the hell.
If you're about to introduce new lore into this world, I need a little bit more. Then I'm sure there's something going on that's going to be convenient for me.
Well, I'm trying to manipulate them. I'm saying they're Christmas elves when they're actually gnomes.
Oh, you are okay. So you want to lie and say that these are actually Christmas elves? Those Christmas.
Yes, they're-
Okay, yeah. Roll manipulate someone.
They're demons from Saint Nicholas. Is specifically what
Saint
Klaus
Nicholas.
says.
Those aren't gnomes, boss.
I can't do anything. I guess I blow in his face.
Go ahead and roll manipulate someone.
Okay. God, I hope this works.
Okay. Manipulate someone.
So as Klaus is talking, he also says, "Do you remember the war between Halloween and Christmas
Oh, I'm sorry.
and all the casualties?"
You can't manipulate monsters. That's a thing. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, well,
You can only manipulate normal people and other hunters.
okay. So what else could I try to do?
Something clever. How's that laser looking, Flanagan? Is it charging still?
To distract him, Klaus is going to start screaming and shit himself, and try to use often overlooked. I can use that on a monster.
Okay, you're gonna make yourself overlooked so that he focuses his attention elsewhere.
Yep. Or if I fail, I have all of his attention. So I hope I kind of fail.
Okay.
Shit.
As you fall to the ground and shit yourself, you are overlooked and
Unimportant.
unimportant as
Oh, I'm unthreatening and unimportant is what he thinks of me.
he shifts his attention to the target closest to him, which is Meldog, who is at 4 harm. Meldog, he's about to swing at you. He's winding up his pumpkin vomit. What do you do?
I'm gonna tomahawk throw my crowbar into his mouth.
Aren't you stuck in place though?
You are,
Like,
you are. I would say that you are stuck in place, but you're also very close to him. So is it a tomahawk or are you trying to hatchet him?
Gideon, can you try and like eat the pumpkin lord?
You said my feet were stuck.
Yes.
My arms are still good. So
Yeah, but you're
I'm gonna
also
try to like.
you're right in front of him because you had to melee him before.
Well, if I'm going to die,
Why don't you give him an inspiring speech? Maybe that'll distract him.
you know what? Can I use a act under pressure to see if I can use the blunt end of the crowbar to kind of pry myself out of the goo?
Yeah, absolutely. Act under pressure.
And I'm gonna get. Oh no, that's someone else's that can get the +2 from it.
Act under pressure.
All right,
to
act
see
under
if
pressure.
the explosive crowbar can free you from death.
The blunt end of the explosive crowbar, the non-exploding
Okay,
part
the
that I hold.
non-explodient. Okay, gotcha.
Hey,
You dig it into the ground. He fires off some pumpkin seeds, and you duck down to slam it into the pumpkin goo and pry it off. It solidified like concrete, but you just pierced right through it, crumbling it to dust, and the pumpkin seeds went flying over your head. What do you do?
I'm going to run like hell and try to take cover behind a kind of like mortuary or like
One of the gravestones.
like a statue or something where there's some good coverage, and I'm just gonna be like, nope, 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 nope.
As you run off and duck behind a gravestone, you hear the sound of foot, foot, foot as things knock up against the gravestone. It appears he shot some more pumpkin seeds at you. I think Flanagan has had enough time to charge his laser,
Excellent.
but before that, Gideon, whose backpack were you hiding in?
He could be in Klaus's.
I thought that I had oozed out of one of the backpacks and was currently inhabiting one of the bodies of the gnomes. So there's a gnome running around in the crowd, and I am literally inside of the gnome, devouring it from the inside out. So it's like a husk.
Okay, well, there are some gnome zombies. Did you crawl into one of them?
Yep. Been chowing down. Every time I deplete one of them, I just slink into another one.
Okay. As you, there are 5 gnome zombies, and you've been eating through them, but the Pumpkin King is standing.
There were 6.
There were 6 gnome zombies. The Pumpkin King is ready to attack. This must be why the gnome zombies were willing to charge, because Gideon was infecting all of them. You are controlling 6 gnome zombies running at the Pumpkin King. What do you do?
Oh my god, he's all 6. Yes.
So do I have full control over them? Is that
Over their bodies, sure. You know how fragile they are, though.
Gideon? Gideon has been having a fever dream the whole time about devouring the Pumpkin King. So he's ready to leap at the Pumpkin King with the 6 gnome zombies to try and devour him.
Okay. Flanagan is also charging his laser. So
That's okay. There's no tactics with Gideon. He's basically just a predatory fungus at this point.
go ahead and roll kick some ass. I think this will be enough time for Flanagan to charge his laser.
Can Klaus slip out of the pumpkin goose since he shit himself?
No, your shit doesn't have a corrosive agent in it.
I thought it might just make it looser. Not corrosive, just making it less hard, rehydrating it.
It's like the what is it? The xenomorph. It's like that alien acid blood and shit.
As you chow down on the Pumpkin King, how much? What does your kick some ass do?
That is a good question.
I like how we just have a fungus monster in tow that eats everything.
So I have the drain life
Okay.
with the additional harm. So it's 2 harm, intimate with life drain.
Okay. As you, I don't think the gnomes attack. I think the gnomes were a bluff where 5 gnomes or 6 gnomes were charging at him, and then you leaped out from all of their mouths at once.
They just explode like firecrackers as they get near. As they leap into the air, they just and then fungus just rains all over the.
And as
Pumpkin.
the Pumpkin King, surrounded by fungus and vines and seaweed, who's being eaten, go ahead and restore 2 harm from your life drain. Is on top of the Pumpkin King. He starts ripping at his head, trying to remove the fungus and seaweed and vines that are encompassing him. Flanagan, go ahead and let loose your laser of fire and lightning.
As I've been standing back, focusing the energy between my palms, strenuously, as soon
Screaming?
as I see screaming, ah! Ah! As soon as I see these zombie gnomes start popping in the sky and raining down upon the Pumpkin King, I see my moment, and I reach over my head and I free throw the orb of energy at the Pumpkin King.
Go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Not use magic?
Oh, well, it's kick some ass with use magic. So yeah, it's use magic. It's whatever the kick some ass version is. What does your fire spell do on its own, and what does your lightning spell do on its own?
So the blast fire on its own is 2 harm for its base, plus 2 for fire, 10 plus on a magic roll. The fire doesn't spread. Lightning is 1 as a base, plus I guess blast would be doubled in this version.
Sure.
So 4 harm as a base with 6, 7. So that would do 7 harm.
As the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, an explosion rips through the surrounding area as it strikes the Pumpkin King, and you see him standing in the light, and he dissolves in a giant flash of fire and lightning, and his remains fall to the ground sizzling. It's no longer Halloween, and you see a small wisp come out of the Pumpkin King's corpse and flit off into the distance, chasing after what appears to be the short, stocky pumpkin person in the distance.
As the wisp comes up out of the body, what's going on with Gideon?
He's here and there and everywhere.
Can the pieces of him, sensing the life force come up out of the pumpkin, try to devour the wisp?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, so we'll say like all the pieces of him like instinctually like kind of start edging in that direction as soon as it comes up out of there, and they just try to go.
So the wisp is slowly creeping away. Well, it's not slowly. It's dashing away, trying to get to another host, and it is suddenly encompassed by fungal vines and seaweed, and you hear a scream as the person in the distance, the short, stocky person with the pumpkin head, falls to the ground. And
It's Cynthia. That's who the short, stocky person is.
no, it's not Cynthia.
Oh, it's a non-named NPC. It's fine. We didn't murder anybody important.
It's a named NPC. And the spirit of Halloween is consumed by Gideon. Halloween is no more. ever again.
I'm gonna go check and make sure whoever the stocky person with the pumpkin head is, like, and make sure they're okay.
You see this person laid out on the ground, the pumpkin head cracked and split open, and you see Helena, the dwarf lady,
Helena! Cooking mama.
freed from the Pumpkin King's grasp.
It's a good thing I didn't throw off a blast fireball at her.
It is a good thing, isn't it?
Play.
I'm gonna help out and treat her wounds.
That's probably a good idea.
What did you think?
Do you have a way to treat wounds?
Oh god!
You definitely don't. Do you level up and you can get one?
No, I'm gonna take off my cardigan sweater and use that to kind of like prop her head up and kind of make her and put her in the safety position. But apparently, I don't know what the safety position is, so I put like her hands behind her head and like
break her neck.
As you're trying to adjust her into what you think is a safety position, her eyes slowly open, and her eyes go wide. She's like, "Oh God, it's you!"
hello.
And then she passes out.
Klaus is gonna walk over and try to treat her with lay on hands.
Last time you tried this, you killed somebody.
I know. That's why we're doing it.
Don't worry, Klaus. I've got the sword.
I got a mixed success.
What is a mixed success on lay on hands?
On 7 to 9, you can heal the harm or the illness, but you take it into yourself. That's fine. How many harm?
It's 2, right? It's 2 harm you heal?
Well, is she ill or is she hurt?
She's hurt. She was possessed.
Okay. So yeah, it'd just be, I guess, 2 harm.
All right, so go ahead and take 2 harm. Armor defeating. You are giving up your life force to give her life force more. And you feel the Christmas spirit dwindle inside you for a brief moment. The joy and the sparkle leaves your eyes as it fills hers, and she opens her eyes again, looks at Klaus, looks at Flanagan, looks at Meldog. It's still you! Why are you here?
It stole my parents. I had to get
Who?
revenge.
Why is this monster with you? He looks
Wait.
at Gideon.
My name's Melvin.
I know what your name is, Melvin.
I'm here to help.
No, you're not.
Why
You're evil incarnate.
Bitch, I did nothing to you that I remember.
She gets up and runs off. That you remember.
I just shrug, put my sweater back on. I'm just like,
She took it with her.
Your sweater! This is amazing.
my Tuesday sweater.
Alright, there's only one thing left to do, boys. I'm gonna Angel Wings, and we're gonna go see St. Nicholas.
I'm gonna go back home. I have no sweater. Santa Claus hates me. I'm gonna go get some more weapons. You guys go see Santa. I'm done. And I just start walking out of the thing and just try to get an Uber.
Can I try to grab Meldog and put him in the sleigh?
No.
Is your phone still functional? I ask because everyone else's phones are broken.
Yeah, because I'm not an idiot and I didn't pull it out in front of him.
Okay.
Wait, you're trying to call an Uber, right?
When I'm away from you, I'm turning on my phone for the first time.
I'm gonna see. Will you roll a dice with me, Justin? Whoever rolls higher, I either pick you up or you get your Uber.
All right, what are we rolling?
Whatever you want.
Just roll a flat d20.
Oh yeah, that's right. How do we do the command?
/ roll 1d20.
No spaces?
No spaces.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, it didn't like that. Is it a space?
That's
3.
That's real bad. As Melvin tries to walk off,
There's a chance.
We both got a 3!
okay, I resolved this way. As Melvin tries to walk off, Klaus snatches him and tries to pull him into the sleigh. But Meldog's a little agile. He's practiced at this now. He knows how to evade Klaus, but he's also clumsy. So he falls, trips into the sleigh, slams the hand down on the button to reappear at St. Nick, but Klaus isn't in the sleigh. Klaus is left behind without a way to get there.
Oh god.
It's not good.
Well, I'll hit the button to go back to pick Klaus back up.
No, I think it's just Meldog in the sleigh.
Oh,
Do I is Saint Nick sitting on his Christmas throne, just glaring at me with pure hatred, being the only person that just appeared out of nowhere?
You appeared in his driveway.
Oh,
In
so
front
he
of
can't
his
see me.
house. He can't see you.
Oh, I'm gonna use magic to try to get back.
Oh no! Oh god, no!
You're gonna hit the button.
He's gonna try to use the sleigh.
perfect.
Where do you go?
Well, let's see. Let me look at Angel Wings real quick.
It doesn't matter. He rolled a 5. It's got to be somewhere real bad.
Oh yeah, that's a bad roll. All because I didn't want the
Flanagan, Klaus, Gideon. We'll figure out. Give me a second to figure out what happened to Meldog. What are y'all doing now that the sleigh's been abducted?
How the hell do we get back to see? Oh wait, I asked Elf Guy. Is there another way to get to St. Nicholas?
You use the sleigh. That's the thing. You do that. Is that how he sounds? No, he doesn't sound like that. You use the no. You don't sound like that. That's
I thought we gave him like a Boston
I'm
accent.
trying to. I can't figure out a Boston. Somebody do a Boston, so I have enough frame of reference.
Hey, yous guys,
Hey,
come
you-
on.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, you have the only way to get there. It's the sleigh. Why'd you do that? Where's the sleigh?
All right, as
That's
my
literally the way to Christmas is ride the sleigh. How did you lose it? It was just here.
All right, elf slave, go get the sleigh for me.
I don't go get. I don't. Does it look like I know how to drive a sleigh? I make fucking toys.
Build us a toy sleigh that can take us.
Flanagan
If
is
you
gonna
insist, he vomits
Flanagan
up
is
a toy sleigh.
Flanagan claps a hand down on the gnome's shoulder and says, he grips a
Elf,
little bit.
elf.
Oh,
I
that's
wouldn't
an
mess
elf.
with the magic elf. He's divine.
I thought it was a gnome.
Do not lay your hands on. Don't lay your hands on me. I'm not.
He's
I'm
gonna go-
not going to figure out this Boston accent. God.
Just channel like Grease John Travolta. I think that might be the best play on this one because you're close. You're so
I
close.
feel like I am. I'm gonna have to practice it off screen.
Hey, Joey Tapatucci, where are we going?
God. Okay, I like
That is
that.
not his
Fine.
accent.
Let's go. Where we going, guys?
I guess we're all getting in the toy sleigh.
No one can fit in the toy sleigh. It's a toy sleigh. He holds it in the palm of his hand. I can put my finger in it. Why you ask for a toy sleigh?
Can this take us to St. Nicholas?
No, it's a toy. I make toys, you dumbass.
I snatch the sleigh from him and hand it to Flanagan. Can you make this larger?
And magical? Can you do that, Mr. Magic Man?
I'm going to course some lightning through the magic sleigh and see what happens. Through the toy sleigh and see what happens.
Roll use some magic.
I like how I have an asshole as an ally.
You successfully channel lightning through the toy sleigh and destroy it. Because that's what happens when you lightning blast toys.
Oh my god.
I told you, class, I can't do shit like that.
It's not magical. I don't know what you expected.
Hey Flanagan, do you have your book of portals to Christmas Land in your bag?
Why we gotta go see the boss anyway? You already delivered to Pumpkinhead. That's what he wanted.
I have a score to settle with the boss.
You want to fight Santa?
No, I gotta talk to him.
That's not what you said.
As I take out my hammer.
You know he could take the hammer from you, and he will put it down.
I'll give it to him.
I know
I
you
will
will.
willingly
You mean
give-
he'll take it from you? You a damn fool. I can't wait to see this. Can we stop by the other? Can we stop by the toy shop? I want to lay some bets.
God, toy bets. Actually, yes. We're going to wherever it is you place your bets.
The toy shop, the Santa's toy shop. Okay, teleport us there, wise guy.
I'm pushing him off my shoulder. This is bullshit.
He falls through God. Ow! Why you do that?
It was an accident.
He appears on your other shoulder.
All right, Flanagan. How can we possibly find Meldog?
Well, you can't summon the sleigh back, correct?
I mean, I can try. Klaus pulls out the list and tries to strike his name off the nice list.
It doesn't remove. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays there.
Oh,
You
God.
can't
Doesn't
remove
work.
yourself from the list. You're permanently nice now. I don't fucking know why. You're a jackass.
I knock him off my shoulder again
He appears on the other shoulder.
and pretend to sneeze
On which shoulder?
in his face.
You can't get rid of me, jackass.
Oh God, I'm gonna be tormented. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna try to smite the little bastard. That's what's happening.
Give it one shot. Try me.
All right. Oh, well, maybe I don't want to hit this guy.
I'll tell the boss. He'll smite you.
That's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna try to kick some ass.
You gonna kick my ass? As you punch him through right like that, or you with your hammer, or with you gonna hit him with your girth and he's sitting on your shoulder? I need to know what's going on right now.
I'm just gonna slap him hard, and it's gonna use smite because it's my hand.
You slap him, and it's like hitting a wall. He's like, "You can't hurt me on Christmas, bitch."
All right. Flanagan says, "Let me reach into my backpack and see if I have my extra cell phone so I can call Meldog."
Klaus picks up a handful of dirt and throws it in the elf's face.
This is a special interdimensional cell phone.
Oh, of course it is. He catches the dirt in his mouth and he spits it in your face.
I try to headbutt him.
He headbutts you back.
How does that work? Does he just like open his mouth and go, and then he like spits it back at
His
you?
mouth is
Like,
like a
Oh, God.
vacuum.
You're stuck in the middle of nowhere right now. You're
I
in the
reach into my backpack and I pull the cell phone out.
As you reach into as you dial up Meldog, your phone rings as you're sitting in the wizard tower with the gnome prince in jail.
hold on one second, friend. Yeah, I know you're upset with me. I got to answer this.
You suck.
Hello, Melvin speaking.
You suck.
Meldog, is that you?
This is Melvin. Who is this?
It's Flanagan.
Oh, Flanagan. Yeah, it's been a little bit. How have you been, buddy?
It's been
Hey,
10
dude.
hours.
What happened? We've been trying to get a hold of you.
So after I was abducted by Klaus, I accidentally teleported to St. Nick's place without you guys. So I tried to use the sleigh again, and for the past 10 hours, I've been stuck in wizard jail with the top half of the gnome prince. It's been pretty awkward.
Wait, what? Wait, you're in wizard? Do you have the sleigh with you in wizard jail?
Do I have the sleigh in wizard jail?
With the wizard.
Am I just like sitting? Oh, I'm just in jail now.
Where the hell is the sleigh?
This is a side
The
quest
wizards
getting back.
took it. They
All right.
took me and the
All right.
thing. I'm low on blood, and I'm getting pretty sleepy. Help!
All right, don't fall asleep. I'm gonna give Garfield a call.
Garfield.
Okay.
I
I
hang
want
the phone up.
to find a new host. Are there
I
any
hang the
notes?
phone up and I pull out my stone tablet and I ring Garfield up.
Hello. Garfield
Hey
speaking.
bro. Hey bro, it's Flanagan.
Sup? F
So-
Dizzle.
You know, little prisoner, little nerdy white guy.
I told you to keep an eye on him.
Well, he's in one of your jails right now.
I know. Why aren't you keeping an eye on him?
Remember how I said he can use magic?
Apparently, he can't use it very well.
And that's exactly my point, because he got in the sleigh and he tripped and he hit the button and he disappeared without us.
That doesn't sound like use magic. That sounds like he pushed a button and fucked it
Well,
up. How do you fuck up pushing
it's-
a button?
It's divine magic by the spirit of Christmas.
Oh shit.
You know this.
Oh shit. You're not dealing with Santa Claus now, are you?
Unfortunately, so.
God damn it, man.
We just need to get ourselves reunited with Meldog there, and we got something to deal with Saint Nick.
Can we keep a sleigh?
I'm gonna glance over at Klaus. I'm not gonna say anything, and I said, "Yeah, for the time being, you can keep it."
All right. Well, we'll keep it in lockdown, and I will get you Meldog the Great out of jail.
All right, where can I expect him?
Give me 5, and he hangs up.
Nancy's always screwing shit up.
About 5 minutes pass, and then Meldog, a portal appears right in front of Flanagan, but at like head level, and Meldog falls out of it and hits the ground.
It like opens over the head, and he just kind of.
Yep.
I'm in like the downward dog position, just laying in the ground, like bleeding, and I'm just like close to unconsciousness. But because he told me not to, I'm trying to stay awake.
All right, we need to get Meldog some rest and some healing now.
Klaus is gonna slap him in the face and try to lay on hands.
Go ahead. Do it.
Mixed success.
As you can you
He rolled it. He rolled it before I said, "Can I help out?"
as you feel the life force leave you, and you take 2 more harm, right? To give him this?
Correct.
How dead are you?
Oh wow. Klaus is not in good shape.
As Meldog is brought back from the brink, the Christmas spirit fills him. But Klaus ain't looking too hot and falls to the ground.
Ah!
How much we talking?
6 out of 7 harm. So Gnome Stick might do it for him.
Hey, Klaus, do that thing. Get his attention.
Whose attention?
Say Nick's.
Oh. What thing?
Use a point of luck.
Let's see.
Well, you could turn it into a 12.
That's
I could get...
He'll send you on. He will have an urgent request for you or some shit.
Yes, with 1 arm. I think walking to a hospital is probably the best thing.
I'm gonna call my dad and tell him to come pick us up.
You are fine now, Meldog. You were healed.
I'm still recovering from loss of blood, so it's going to take a couple of minutes. Even with lay on hands doesn't just fill me with pints of random magic blood.
That's why Klaus puts his girth juice on your face. It's like smelling salts.
Girth juice.
It's like something.
Do you think all these bodily fluids sloshing around everywhere would draw Gideon's attention?
That's up to you.
You tell me.
Gideon is frenzied by the girth juice and the blood laying everywhere, so he's probably getting kind of hungry now.
There's dead gnomes everywhere.
They're just laying all over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a smorgasbord.
Well, he'll start snacking on some of those then.
Does someone want to put Gideon in a jar or their backpack or something?
I have a jar of Gideon juice.
Do you
I was waiting.
You don't have a jar of Gideon, though.
I don't know. I was thinking we could go, the Groot route of
Are you going to grow another Gideon?
Yeah, after Scott's blast killed him. After Flanagan's stuff.
I didn't kill
That's where I
him.
thought we could go.
Oh yeah, Gideon, you are a bunch of little Gideons right now. You were blown to bits.
Well, and then I consumed the Halloween essence, so
You're a bunch of spooky bits.
yeah, can we say that he has like a shadowy aspect to him now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Maybe we should all go to a hospital, actually.
You
good
still have
idea.
a slight problem to resolve, as Meldog calls his dad, and his dad says, "Hello."
Hey, Dad, we're at the new Junk City. Is that the city name?
Jack City.
New Jack City. Hey, we're at the old New Jack City
The old
crematorium and graveyard emporium. Can you come and pick us up? We need a ride to the hospital.
Is your mother with you?
No, she's out of town for safekeeping after the pumpkin attack.
Out of town. What does that mean?
You remember when I explained to you when I went to that LARPing convention out of town and we stayed at like a log cabin and there was a bunch of weird things that happened and that's how I got crabs.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, but we're talking about it now because that's the situation that Mom is in.
Oh, she's got crabs.
In a way, she is currently enrooted in a place full of magical gnome creatures from another dimension.
Okay, I'll come and get y'all.
Bring the truck. We got a hefty boy, and we're gonna need the all-wheel drive.
All right, I'll be there shortly.
Thanks, Pa. Love you.
Love you, bye. Click.
Kiss, kiss.
He, about an hour later, he shows up, and he has a big travel-sized coffee and a bunch of
Dan-
donuts.
When we say we need to go to the hospital, the first thing you do is you go and get coffee and donuts for us.
Yeah, caffeine's good for you. Keep you on your toes.
Did you at least get the maple sprinkles?
They're out.
God. Not
Apple
getting-
fritter?
Yes,
Terrifying.
apple fritters. No one likes apple fritters. That's why they always have them in stock, because they're awful.
Dad, you know that is
They're
my
bad.
favorite. I love
I know, and
Klaus,
you're
you're-
still wrong.
Klaus, Flanagan, Gideon, apple fritters, yeah or nay?
I'm more of a bear claw kind of guy.
Klaus is coughing up blood. All
I
right,
we should get to the
throw him in the
hospital.
back. Let's go to the hospital.
All right, we try to get him into
Bunch
the back of the truck.
And you ride off into the sunset. And we begin end of mystery questions.
Hooray!
Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes, we did.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes, we
Helena!
did.
Yes.
You did save Helena. It was a close call, but you managed to do it without killing her.
I almost
I thought we were
exploded
about
her.
to kill the stocky person.
Did we learn something new and important about the world? Other than gnomes inhabit it now.
Did we actually learn something new?
We need to have some population control.
We did learn some. Didn't we learn some Time War stuff tonight, or was that just an offhanded comment?
I think that was an offhanded comment by me when I was like, use your time war abilities to repair the portal.
No, we did. We learned that taking gnomes to other places through portals causes them to rapidly propagate.
We learned that at a previous session. I just reminded you.
Oh.
So I guess the answer to there is no.
We learned
Anything good?
nothing about the world, right?
I don't believe so. No.
Did we learn something new and important about the hunters? Or one of the hunters?
Gideon can possess gnomes.
We learned that Meldog enjoys the maple sprinkles.
Super critical information.
You didn't say it was critical. Did we just learn some new information about a hunter? I've got you on a technicality.
I'll give you something else because it's not a technicality. Helena was terrified of Meldog.
Yeah, is that a new plot point or something? Because
You're just scary as shit, Meldog. You've gone down a dark path.
She knew who you were, and she was terrified.
Was that part of one of your level up things from last time?
no, there wasn't anything like the thing I got last time was the ability to kind of convince people. But
Okay. All right. So that's a new thing.
yeah, because the last time I tried to introduce myself to her at the boogie boards place, like she just shrugged me off and didn't want to have anything to do with me, and then we never like actually talked to each other since. So that's like really weird. But then
Nope.
again, I went missing for 10 hours in between the time I went to Santa and went to the Wizard's Tower.
Meldog's evil. We gotta kill him.
He must be.
It's all the girth juice.
I think that's 3 out of 4. That's 2 XP each. Does anyone level up?
Santa Claus does.
Meldog does.
Flanagan? Gideon?
I don't, because I leveled up last game and I didn't have any failed rolls this time, so I just get the 2.
Gideon? Muted.
Gideon levels up, of course.
Who wants to go first?
I am looking at a certain playbook and seeing if something will work. So go ahead, Klaus.
Yeah, I'm looking. Damn it! How do I see my playbook? How did we figure out how to do that?
I have no idea. I'm opening
Got
it
it.
right now.
Can we say that upon consuming the spirit of Halloween, that's what that was, right? It's the
Yes,
spirit
that
of
was
Halloween.
the spirit of Halloween.
So I edited my appearance a little bit. So now shadows just kind of cling to my body and seem to pulsate underneath the visible flesh that is not buried in fungus. Can that be part of the character now?
It can visually. I think if you look at there's a playbook you should look at to see if you can pull something functionally from it.
Okay.
I think it's called the spooky. So if you have a pick a move from another playbook available, I think you should check out the spooky. You might find something, or like the hex. Is that one too?
I'll look at it.
Oh, the spooky or the hex. Klaus,
I think banishing unnatural creatures could be interesting.
are you gonna banish Wolnor's? What's his fucking name?
It's almost like you knew what I was.
You took one move and you're like, oh fuck this guy, and you're gonna take another move to get rid of him.
I need to figure out a way to make him useful. He's supposed to help me, and he hasn't been very helpful.
There hasn't been a good opportunity for us to really talk to him without him being condescending either.
I know, that's why we just need to banish his ass.
Everything else has been so successful against him.
He ate flying dirt. Can we talk about that again for a moment? Like, how does that even happen?
Oh, he's magical elf.
Slows down time.
I kind of like the Chosen and taking Invincible from it. It's an additional +2 armor, so I'd be walking around with 3 armor all the time.
I think it won't. I think it doesn't stack.
No, it says it does not work with other abilities.
Well, that's lame.
As I was just reading that because Melvin was going to get that.
I would love to see Melvin become the Chosen. That would be excellent.
I do like the constructed and just start making Klaus into a robot because of all the damage his body's taken. Klaus the Christmas robot.
What's your playbook, Chris? Is it the Divine?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, Banish is interesting, but it just makes things go away.
I don't know. I'm leaning either with the Expert or the Chosen, and I think the Expert would just be more interesting, but without like the overlapping other abilities and stuff.
Wasn't Gideon was the expert, wasn't he?
I think he was, yeah.
He was.
That's not to say you can't work on that, but that is a thing that has been done for a little bit.
I mean, this is a good time to think about getting the before a mystery starts moves too. There's a couple of those.
Yeah, I was also thinking about getting the Destiny's Plaything.
Please do.
Oh, I don't think I can get that one because that's a main ability, though, right?
It says pick a move.
Hey, Sean, if I pick Deal with the Devil, can St. Nicholas secretly be Satan?
What does deal with the devil mean?
You sold your soul to the devil, and pick one or two things you got out of the deal: wealth, fame, youth sensual gratification skill.
You absolutely Santa can be the devil. He's not literally Satan, but he can be a devil.
That could send us on a weird side quest though, because it says I have 12 months before my soul's due. We could go Constantine style, try to make up for selling my soul. Let's see.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to go with now. In the professional playbook, there is the medic role.
That's a good one.
You have full first aid kit in the training to heal people. When you do first aid, roll with cool. On a 10 plus, patient is stabilized and heal 2. 7 to 9, heal 2 harm or stabilize the injury. On a miss, deal 1 additional harm.
Okay, that sounds good.
And-
We are going to do a little bit of a fast forward in between Halloween and what happens next. So, using
I was going to
that,
say,
tell me how you learned first aid.
well, of course I went to, a Red Cross training center at a YMCA and took the 2-week class. And I got, I did very well, except for I was too weak to actually do any compressions on the dummy.
Okay. So you're not going to be able to do compressions if you need to do them.
So you can't resuscitate us.
No, the things are just too bulky. They were too hard.
So Flanagan, if you ever stop someone's heart with a lightning bolt, our friend here is useless.
My wife's in the back. She's like, I actually just did mine, and those things are super hard.
Don't worry. I've got my gnome sword.
You can always bring someone back from the dead.
That's
As
a
a
gnome.
gnome. A gnome abomination, to be clear.
I just found one that might be good. What about Dark Past?
What is that?
You trawl through your memories for something relevant to the case at hand. It gives you a set of questions. When I dealt with this creature, what did I learn? What black magic do I know that could help here? Do I
Son
know
of a
anyone?
bitch, all of y'all should have this for the fucking Time Wars.
I know.
Wait,
So I
what's
think
this?
Dark Past. So
I
I
like
think
that.
that may
Well-
be. It seems relevant. Now here's
Sorry, I was just going to say, given how murderous Flanagan is with gnomes, yeah. But go ahead.
Oh, I mean, we've murdered hundreds of gnomes at this point, I think. I don't know what our body count is. But here's
not
the
low.
catch. If you fail on the roll, you're personally complicit in creating the situation that we're dealing with currently.
So that's amazing because you caused the problem during the Time War.
That makes... I think I'm going with Dark Past. That's
Oh,
a good one.
That's good.
Alright, so let me check my other playbook moves.
I have something on my playbook that I don't remember if I grabbed this or not. It says, when you deal with the agency requesting help or gear or making excuses for failure. I don't remember that being put on my thing. Do you?
That is
No.
not a thing that y'all picked up. I did mention it to y'all if y'all wanted to further involve yourself with the agency, that each of you could pick it up. But that never came to fruition, so no one should have it.
We did call the director. We
Yeah.
called...
Okay, yeah, I was wondering why it's on the playbook because it was marked, and I noticed that after grabbing medic, I'm like, that doesn't seem like one of the.
No one should be able to deal with the agency currently.
Okay, make sure.
Okay. Hey, Jeff, you said you leveled up too, right?
That's correct.
What you got
What did
for
you
us, Gideon?
I picked Jinx,
Ooh.
which kind of goes in line with the being shadow stuff and Halloween. So now I can encourage coincidences to occur the way that I want. So I can jinx a target, roll plus weird on a 10 plus. I can, on a success, I can interfere with a hunter, giving them -1 forward. help a hunter, giving them +1. I can interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. I can inflict 1 harm to the target due to an accident.
So you're gonna drop pianos on people?
Right, exactly. Now I'm like a cursed fungus.
I love this. I love this so much.
Oh, the target loses something that you will find soon.
Or they can just happen to find something that I left for them, like, say, a bear trap or an explosive.
A bomb, a very large fertilizer bomb.
A fungal, like, spore bomb, probably.
Oh my
Like
God.
they're rooting around in their pockets and they pull out a mushroom and like, the fuck is this? Boom!
Exactly.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh God, I think we found some good stuff. So do we make it to the hospital?
We're gonna do a fast forward. I'm not dealing with the hospital shit again.
What does the hospital do? That, like,
they heal
you'll-
you because you broken.
Are we all healed? Because I could use some too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we all went to the hospital. Where is it?
You all went to the hospital. Multiple weeks have passed since the Halloween adventure.
Question: can I re-gear? Can I get some things?
You absolutely ordered whatever you needed from Amazon or Walmart. You can re-gear as long as it is something that you can get as the mundane. So you wouldn't be able to like go to, I don't know. You tell me what you want to re-gear and we'll figure it out.
Dude,
New American
Go,
nunchucks.
go actually look.
All right, you can get your collector's edition nunchucks from Amazon or eBay or something probably.
And then a hunting rifle, and then I also have my crowbar. So that's what I'm gearing up. And I'm also getting a set of 6 really old flip burner phones for us to use.
Okay, and they do or do not have cameras.
They do not. They are technically they're old person jitterbug phones, like you used to see like in infomercials,
You got them at CVS.
where they're like, yeah. So they don't have any cameras or anything. They're thick, they're big, and even Gideon can use one.
Can I get one of the golden Nokia phones? That's what I want.
a Nokia brick.
Yes.
If you would like to spend additional time going and getting one, you can get one, I guess. Does
one was-
anyone else need to re-gear?
Flanagan does not need to re-gear. Flanagan has everything he needs.
He is a hobo. And he's always fucking prepared.
Technically, Gideon still has the Magnum, but I don't think he knows how to use it anymore. Does anybody want my Magnum?
You should just keep it in your inventory forever.
Just picturing Meldog with the Magnum.
Your Magnum condom for your monster dong.
I'm still in his wake.
I put my phone in the Discord in case people want to see it.
Oh,
It's pretty
excellent.
sweet.
And it's got that ringtone.
Oh hell yeah! That was my first cell phone.
I had one of those for a long time. And then I took it camping and it rained and it wound up in a pool of water and it still worked, but the battery died.
Right.
So we are at the end of what I have planned, but I can cut y'all off a little bit of what's coming next if you want.
Sure.
Well, we just healed up, right? Everybody heal your harm.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a cut to black after the hospital visit, and we'll fast forward through some Amazon packages being delivered to various people, and the camera pans over to the desk of the director, and he's having a discussion with someone that you can't see from this point of view, saying, "We need to bring them in. They've sabotaged one of our missions. They've executed agents in the field. I'm sorry to pull you off of what you're working on, but this is more important." And then it pans to a stocky fellow with a massive mustache. It's like fucking Mario. garbed in what appears to be SWAT gear, and he says, "Oi, boss, we'll get him for you. We'll get him." And if past him in the hallway, you can see a couple of shadows that you can't figure out who they are or what they are. And that's all I got.
Does his office still smell like poop?
You can't tell because you're not there.
Oh, I'm just asking in the general world.
You also see a mop in a bucket outside the room.
And 4 gallons of bleach. Can we at some point go pick up my mom from the safe house in the other world too?
Is that important?
You need her narratively to be there, or is she trapped forever?
No, I mean, if you want to go get her, yeah, you could do that.
Don't
Yeah, I'm
forget,
gonna-
That makes sense.
we left an Asian chained to a radiator for what was like a week.
It was only like 2 days.
Oh, it was 2 days.
Like everything that we've played through so far has taken place over like 2 or 3 days,
Oh my god.
which is probably why Meldog is just over it.
He's just exhausted. Oh god.
We'll say she kind of found her way back somehow through the portal, ended up in the graveyard, and then just wandered home.
I mean, we could just pick her up off screen and bring her back. Oh, we don't have the sleigh. Oh shit. We can't do that.
He's stuck there, right?
I'll say this: she appeared in Helena's basement, and then caught an Uber home, and you don't know how she got to Helena's basement. Other than there is a portal in Helena's basement that goes to the World Tree.
Flanagan silently rubs his chin in thought, deep in contemplation.
I guess, are we back at one of... Are we back at... We're just going to start at the hospital?
Nah. You're going to start wherever you want because multiple weeks have passed. If you spent 3 weeks in the hospital, Klaus, and you walking out, we can start the adventure there if you want, or you can go be a hobo in Hobo Town, or you can be throwing candy canes at orphans, or whatever it is you do.
No, we got Thanksgiving. Oh god. Are we going to fight a fucking turkey? Is that where we're headed?
Somebody's coming after you.
They're turkey people. I can feel it.
You already know that the agency is sending somebody after you that looks like Mario.
Yeah, but we didn't see his turkey brethren.
No, you didn't.
All right, well, to point out again, next Tuesday I will not be able to play.
Now it's time to reschedule.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I can do Monday or Wednesday of next week. Thursday, too. Really any day except Tuesday. So, I'm good.
Thursday would be good for me, or better.
Okay, hey Justin, any interview stuff?
I have an all-day panel tomorrow. I'm still waiting on one other company to let me know if they want to interview or not next week. I'll definitely when we start planning more in Discord when things come up. If anything, I might just set out that one and then come back to the next week if needed.
Okay. I guess do we want to tentatively do Thursday then?
Yeah, just let me know otherwise. I'm super flexible with stuff, so you just let me know and I'll 99% I can be there.
Okay. Jeff, yeah, if Thursday is best for you, I can do that too. So that's not a big deal.
Okay, cool.
Are there any other days if Justin can't make Thursday?
I mean, pretty much any day. I'd prefer not Monday,
Okay.
just so I'm not doing two like D&D kind of things.
Yeah, because we do our D&D game on Sunday nights.
Okay, so Wednesday or Thursday would probably be the two best days.
Yeah, Wednesday might work well for me. Just depends if you get scheduled that day, but
Yeah, just keep us in the loop.
of course.
So we killed well, actually, Gideon killed the pumpkin man and ate him. No more Halloween.
Well, Halloween is still alive in me, so
So you turn into the Pumpkin Man like a werewolf every Halloween. We just gotta chain you up.
did you see the picture that I posted?
Oh God, yeah, that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm basically Pumpkinhead now, so you know.
That thing is so creepy
You
looking.
ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's a classic horror movie. It's Pumpkinhead.
It has nothing to do with pumpkins at all, which is the weirdest part about that movie. It's like a revenge for a dead kid. And he turns into Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, they just call him that. That's just his nickname. It's like his local legend because he kind of has a head that's roughly shaped like a pumpkin, sort of.
Looking at this picture, he does not look very pumpkin. Long fingery.
It's really goofy. I think either Red Letter Media or Riff Tracks have a really good commentary track for it. Highly recommend.
I don't usually do commentaries on movies, but I would probably do one on that. I loved that movie growing up as a kid. I don't know why I latched onto that one. I liked like Night of the Living Dead, usually zombie movies, but for some reason that movie just kind of slapped.
I remember renting Trolls 2, like as a kid with no context, watching that movie, and then just thinking it was some crazy fever dream. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's the best worst movie." I'm like, I actually saw that as a kid, and it fucked me up.
You know what movie fucked me up when I was younger? Critters.
Oh God, critters.
Actually, it's funny that you said Fever Dream because that's what I was thinking as soon as you said Trolls 2 because same effect on me. I watched that movie and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Good times. I miss all those old horror movies.
Yeah.
I feel like Gideon is channeling my inner love of horror movies from long ago.
Are you the Toxic Avenger?
Well, he was Swamp Thing for a little while.
No, definitely Toxic Avenger for sure. That was on Amazon Prime not that long ago. I watched it. It's just as bad as I remember it being.
That guy still puts out movies. The Tromaville guy, he's still throwing movies out like crazy.
Did you ever see Poltergeist?
No, I've heard good things. Well, as good as they can be from the guy.
Anything from them is just off the wall bananas. And growing up, there used to be like on the website there was a web comic that was like the Trauma web comic, and it was this big long like it was a huge series, just so many things, so many awful things. Anyway,
Jeff, you should really hang on. I got a comic you should read. Let me get the link for it. If it will load.
The Alamo Draft House by me, they were going to do cheesy horror movies through all of October. And then, of course, with everything happened, I was super excited. I'm like, oh, man, hopefully that can happen. And it didn't.
Pretty sure that's the right thing.
Wasn't like Alien supposed to be back in theaters in like June or something like that? Like the first Alien movie.
They were going to do a special re-release.
Mm-hmm. And that got all screwed up. I was very sad about that one. I bought tickets for it, so that was pretty terrible.
They're still trying to get people into theaters, but like it's super social distance and stuff. But like if I'm going to go back to the theater, I'm going to rent the entire theater.
Oh, that's what AMC is doing. You can rent it out. I'm totally down. Like I'm going to see how much it is, and I might do it just to screen Alien for myself. That would be so cool.
Are you reading that comic, Jeff?
He's disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Nope, he's back. A baby has appeared. A wild baby. Oh, what are the names that differentiate babies? Like, baby means it can't move around under its own locomotion. Toddler is it can get into stuff and try and kill itself.
Toddler means it can toddle.
So
I just call him a tot.
a tot.
I'd say a baby is between 0 and 1.5 years, and then as soon as they start getting mobile, then they're a toddler.
Locomoting.
Yeah, when they're, well, that can be earlier than 1.5. I think Nathan was running at 9 months. He skipped crawling and was like, I'm gonna book it now. Holy shit, that's an obstacle course, Jeff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we just got a Peakler ladder, so he's climbing over that, and now he's got a nugget. We're trying
Oh,
to
you've got those Walmart pillows.
trampoline. Yeah, we got a bunch of those.
It looks
And
like you're
then
trying
this.
to race.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. I'm training him, and then this corner over here is gonna be a rock wall. In the corner over there, because I mean we don't use the living room for anything. It was basically just like a storage room, like stuff would just get piled in here. So it's like, why not just turn it into the kid like the playroom?
That makes sense.
It'll be a mess for the rest of eternity. Just so you
It
know.
was already a mess to begin with, so now it can be a functional mess that he can enjoy.
Functional.
The fireplace is going to have a magnetic dry erase board over it because we don't use that. So now it can be a magnet board.
That's an idea. I like that.
It's pretty
Anna
good.
took a picture, an old picture that was really big, and she painted over the canvas with this some sort of something that allows you to write on it with chalk.
Yeah, blackboard paint. I've got some downstairs.
I like that better than dry erase because that means they don't have markers. But
I've
Nathan
liked-
has markers anyway.
Well, I don't want to do markers and stuff yet, but I do want to do magnets. So I actually bought him a big old kit of magnets, like animals and fruits and food and stuff. And right now they're all over the side of the refrigerator. But what I'd like to do is get something like what you're talking about, like a large picture, and paint over it with magnet paint, because they make that.
That would be cool.
And then he can use that as the magnet board. But that's a future project.
That's life. A whole bunch of projects.
Hey, I have an RV now, so maybe I'll come back to Georgia
Why the fuck do you have an RV now?
because I was tired of being stuck and not being able to do anything. And we were like, we're not going to stay in hotel rooms with COVID shit. So it was like, all right, let's just go get an RV.
So, do you have the apartment in Atlanta still?
Yep. Well, it's rented though. It's not like
Oh, okay. It's not available.
You sublet it.
yeah. We had a one of Kristen's friends from college. He's like, oh, they're raising my rent again. And I was like, well, we moved to Colorado. I was like, we've got this place. We'll give you a good price. And he was like, okay. So that kind of worked out. So somebody's there because we were using it for a while, and then I think it was empty for a few months there. Like I used it when I came back for the races, but that was about it.
Man,
Then
I
I had
miss the races.
I do too. I'm like half considering doing a Tough Mudder. I don't know.
I want to, but it's like it can't be safe.
I don't trust it.
It's not. And I keep seeing the Savage Race ones. I'm like, man, that would be so much fun. But one, I'd probably get hurt at this point. I'm so out of shape now. It's ridiculous. And two, COVID.
Yeah. Well, they had the vaccine thing. That's nice.
If
Yeah. Pfizer's almost done. And
rolled out, then it'll
hey, and I saw a article or a comment, I should say, from Dr. Fauci that says when Pfizer's finished with it, he'll take it. So that kind of inspires some confidence in me on it.
What did Dr. Fauci say?
That when Pfizer is done with the vaccine for COVID-19, he'll take it.
Said once it goes through, what is it? The board that reviews the testing phase stuff. I can't remember the term for it right now, but once he said it passes that clinical trial, then he'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think they're finishing the stage 3 testing, right? It's like 100,000 people or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
It makes you sick though. That's what one of the comments about it was. It basically gives you a really crappy 1-day illness. So if you've ever had the flu vaccine and you get like fever and stuff,
That happens to me every year with the flu vaccine, so I'm not worried.
You
So,
have
yeah.
to take it twice. It's a 2-part thing. So for every person, you have to take 2 shots over the course of like 2 days. So you have to go in, get the first shot, then go on a second day and take a second shot.
Gotcha.
yeah, so it doesn't kill you. That's why they didn't want to give you both. But I don't know. It'll be nice. I'm excited about the camper thing though. That's gonna be cool.
What kind of camper is it?
It is. I can actually send you a. What is it called?
I'm going to take off a little bit early to prep for this interview stuff tomorrow. I got to go from 11 to 5 tomorrow, so I'm going to try.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'll let you know how it goes if I ever hear back from him.
You can
5 hours
you can do it.
nothing.
All right. Catch you later.
Good rest of the day, everybody.
Oh, here's a picture of it.
I'm gonna stop streaming because for some reason I'm still doing it.